I don't do well with podiums. And this is going to be very interesting because I'm going to have to move around, and and I have to hold this. So thank God I did gymnastics for a very long time because I'm going to be able to move around here. But speaking of that and just about purpose, today we're just going to talk very briefly about significance. And by brief, I mean an hour to an hour and a half we should be out of here. Totally kidding, 45 minutes. Joking. And just kind of knowing your purpose, and as I accept this award, I realized I was having a conversation with a friend of mine not too long ago, and he said, gosh, Michelle, you love the limelight, don't you? And I said, without even thinking about it, I said, you know what, actually, I don't, really. I don't enjoy the limelight, but I realize that my purpose commands that I'm in it, so I have to be in the limelight. I don't have a choice. It's not my decision, right? So here's the thing, couple ground rules, right? Whenever I speak, my goal is for you to be able to walk out of the room with something actionable. Like you should be able to do something different as a result of hearing this. If not, then there's been a disconnect somewhere. So that's the goal for the next few minutes, okay? When you leave, you should be able to walk out of this room and do something different with the information you've been given, right? If you don't, it's not because the information's incredible. It's your fault if you don't, right? So Kathy called me and she said, we got all this cool stuff going on with Women's University, and and she starts going down all these wonderful things, and then I'm like, Kathy, that's great news. That's going to be awesome. And then she said, oh yeah, by the way, I said, who's going to be keynoting this event? Oh, you are. Oh. That's great news, Kathy. You're in for quite a treat. She has no idea what she got herself up to. All right. I have gifts. Donna, where are my gifts? All right, guys, this is interactive. So if you don't even have to get the answer right. If you just answer, you're going to win a gift. And these are great gifts, okay? So you guys are going to be in this with me. I don't do the didactic, the head nods, oh, it's good. No, we're not. That does not happen when I'm speaking, all right? So the buzzwords today are success and significance, right? Everybody's heard something about being successful, being significant, right? All right, so tell me, what's your name? Marquita. What is success? What's the definition of success to you, real quick?
Success is something that you accomplish.
Something that you accomplish. I'll go for that. Give her something, Donna. Give her like a dollar gift card. All right, and so what about significance? Can you come for me? I don't know your name. What's your name?
Velva.
Velva, this is your biggest fan. Did you see her standing up like, that's my doctor? Okay, tell me, what's significance to you?
Significance is when you achieve your goal or when you set a goal and achieve it.
Okay. All right, so success and significance. Anybody else have anything different for success or significance? Okay, so let me read to you the dictionary definition of success. And this is a few different dictionaries, right? So success is the accomplishment of an aim or purpose, attainment of popularity or profit, achieving great wealth, respect, or fame. That's like 3 or 4 definitions all rolled into one, okay? Significance is the quality of being worthy of attention, importance, or the quality of having notable worth or influence. So the difference really between success and significance is impact. It's influence. And when you've really impacted somebody or you've influenced somebody, you've caused them to do something different than what they would have done without you, right? So let's talk about significance. My goal, my definition, this is the Michelle definition. These are the correct ones, by the way. Success is when you impact your immediate circle. Your immediate circle, everybody's good, you pay the bills, they love you, your friends are good. Significance is when you've called other people to live out their purpose, and other people are living out their purposes because of those people. Now you've reached the highest level of significance. You're not just living out your purpose. Marquita, right, is not just living out her purpose, but everybody else in this room and people we can't even see are living out their purposes because of you. That's significance to me. That's my goal, and that's why success is not enough. Are you guys with me? Okay, all right. So how do we become significant? I'm going to tell you this quick story. I have 4 boys, and I took them to see The Jungle Book about a couple weeks ago. I get tired a lot, so I was kind of in and out of the movie. I was kind of writing the speech a little bit, like, eh. And I woke up, literally woke up. I mean, hey, you know, I do a lot of things. You read my bio? I'm busy. So I woke up at this one point when I heard like this big boom, you know, and the bass went crazy, and I was like, oh, something important must be happening. Let me pay attention to the movie. And the jaguar, everybody knows the Jungle Book, right? Okay, so the jaguar, who has been kind of leading this young boy who's 8 or 9 in the forest, which is really interesting to me because he's 8 or 9 in the same diaper thing I think when he had on as a baby. So it fits, but we'll just go with that. And the jaguar is kind of like his parental figure. And they're about to go into this war against the enemy. And so the little boy jumps up and he's about to charge with the wolves. He's about to go. So the jaguar steps out in front of him and he kind of, it would be my leg, but it was his paw, right? So he stops and he hits the boy so forcefully he falls down and his foot ends up on his chest. And he says, what are you doing? He was English. Why do the smart people in movies always have English accents? I don't know. There's undertones about that. It's a whole other speech, but whatever. And the little boy is like, I'm going to quote this because I want to get this right. He says, I want to fight with the wolves. And the jaguar says, you can't fight him like a wolf. You are not a wolf. Fight him like a man. That's what you are. At that point, I had a realization that my speech pretty much sucked up to that point, and I scrapped it, and I was like, that's it right there. Repeat after me. You are not a wolf. You are not a wolf. So the question then is, what are you? Because let me tell you what's happening right now in this room. It's happening with people who have businesses. It's happening with C-suite executives. It's happening with political leaders. I know because I've counseled all of them across the board. And people are fighting with things. They're fighting battles as people that they are not. They're using artillery that they have not been given. And they're miserable, and and some of them put on a great show. They walk around smiling all the time, kind of like me, but I mean it. But I'm serious, right? They walk around, they're all happy, but what's really going on is that it's being masked, and they're not living their purpose, right? Say it again, you are not a wolf. You are not a wolf. So what's the key to becoming significant? The key is operating in your gifts and your talents. Now, don't raise your hand. Please don't raise your hand. But I am 100% sure that there are a lot of people in the room today that are not operating in your gifts. You might be successful. You might have had some level of significance, but you're not happy because when you go to bed at night, you're still dreaming about being a reporter on TV from Oceanside, California. You're still dreaming about something. You haven't achieved it yet. If you are still dreaming about it, you're supposed to be doing it. God never put something in you that you can't fulfill. So you are supposed to be being significant right now, and you're not. And it's nobody's fault but yours. Now that sounded very harsh, and I was pointing my finger at you very vehemently, but I don't mean that in a bad way, okay? Is that used? Did I use that correctly? Because I'm not an educator. Teachable moments, I love them. I'm always for a teachable moment. All right. So the first thing to becoming significant is that you have to find your gift. You have to be who you are. You're not given... Thank you. Give her something. She clapped for me. All right, so here's the thing. Here's the thing. God gave each of us tools. Whatever your tool is, Linda, you should be using it. I think you actually are. You're doing a fantastic job at the cell phone chamber. You should be using that. If you have hammers, use hammer. You know why you're not successful or significant? Because you're using an axe. You weren't given an axe. It's not yours. It's hers. And that's why she's significant, because she's using it. You're not a wolf. You could be a butterfly, which would be great. I mean, you might be a great dancer, right? Your outfit looks flowy. It looks like you could dance, right? If you're sitting in the front row, forget about it. You too, right? But how many of us, don't raise your hands, but how many of us are using, I saw that red in the back, or pink. We call that intensified pink in AKA world. But you're using tools that you're not supposed to be using, and that's why you will never, ever you'll never reach the level of significance you should be, because you're not using the tools you were giving. Say it again, you're not a wolf. You're not a wolf. Great. All right, so here's the key. I'm not here to tell you how to achieve, how to find what your gift or your talent is. You know what it is already. You're just too scared to do anything with it. Homework. Go figure out what your gift or tool is, or go do something in your gift and talent and watch significance happen for you and for everybody else. What I do want to share with you in these last few moments is, what do you do after you figure out what your gift is, or how to use your talent, or how to use your artillery? What do you do at that point? It's kind of like the book, I'm a wolf, now what? You seen those books? No, that joke wasn't good. Okay, throw that one out. All right. And just here's a hint about your gift or your talents. It's something that comes easy. It is so easy. Does it take any effort for me to get up here and act like a plum fool for y'all? No, it doesn't. It comes easy. Now, here's the thing. It doesn't mean the execution of the talent is going to be easy. It doesn't mean the execution of the talent is going to be easy, but the talent is easy. It takes nothing for you to do it. But you prefer to go push the rock uphill to make however much money it is in corporate America that you hate doing. And you're fighting battles like a wolf, and you're not a wolf. Say it, you're not a wolf. You're not a wolf. Are you guys with me? Yes. Give everybody a gift card because they agree with me. Just kidding. I don't have that many. All right. So the execution isn't easy, right? So here's what I want you to do. First, you got to have a paradigm shift. Someone said it earlier, and I can't remember which one, but somebody said, what if? So you go from thinking, that's never going to happen. But you go to thinking, okay, what if? What if I had a fall from grace and I wanted to come back and I'm an expert in project management and I know a lot of people. What if I could come back and start a consulting firm that would impact not only South Fulton County, but Atlanta, and eventually it would be so big that I would have conferences every year and people would come, and I would even open an office in Charlotte, North Carolina. And nobody from the Hightower, the collaboration firm is here to hear that awesome example. But people who know me know what I was talking about, right? Okay, all right. What if I could take a magazine, a medium, in an area that people think nothing goes on there and people just get shot and there's nothing but pawn shops and, broke down grocery stores and people just run around with babies and strollers all over the place. What if I could produce a luxury magazine in this area and show people that South Fulton County actually is full of wealth, full of talent, full of opportunity, full of everything? What if? Have a paradigm shift, right? The glass half full approach. I call it paradigm shift. Glass half full is still 1975. All right. The next thing is to be persistent. And these are in no particular order, and there's others. But if you do these, I promise you, if you find your gift, operate in your talent, and do these, the world is your oyster. And I've seen it. I'll watch it play out. And people who know me know, right? Okay, so be persistent. Here's a quick story. This is insane. I have a big white German Shepherd who I dislike very much. He's my husband's, and he's gone now, so I can say that. But I'm pretty sure he has some idea. We call him Aspen because he's white and he has fur like snow in Aspen. He's huge and he barks a lot, and it's just too much. Okay, there's a black poodle that's obviously been in heat for the last few months or few weeks. This black poodle comes every day to my house, and particularly last week, I had to be up Saturday morning at 6 o'clock, and this poodle came, and she barked. from 9:45 to 6 o'clock in the morning. I mean, she just barked, "Arr, arr, 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 arr," and then Aspen, "Arr, arr." I mean, it's like Romeo and Juliet in my house, dog style, and it was like, and it won't even work. I mean, he's huge, she's down here. I saw them try, and it was just, I'm like, it's just not, it's just, there's no way to make that connection. I mean, it's just bad. I mean, it was awful. And I love they're crossing racial barriers. He's white, she's black. I mean, they're really trying, and I can appreciate that. But it just went on for way too long, and this dog never stopped. And I'm going to say this, and I feel like it can because the dictionary definition, that was one persistent bitch. I mean, she just went on and on, just, What if you did that in life? I mean, not after a man or not after, but in life, in the fire in your belly. What if you went after everything that, where you just didn't stop? She rested. She took a break, and I was actually excited for like 20. She'd go down, and I was like, I'm gonna say, I'm like, she just did not stop. Why do you stop? Why do you start something and hit a wall and then stop and never come back to it? Right? Okay. And then you got to make sure that you're not scared of failing. I just answered the question. You're scared to fail, and that's why you don't. Anybody here know the name Norm Larson? Ever heard of it? I got a good one for you if you know his name. No? All right. Norm Larson was a brilliant chemist, and he invented a household product that we all use right now. It's called WD-40. Well, you guys are on top of it. Do you know why it's called WD-40? Anybody take a guess? Do you know why it's called WD-4D? Give her, what's something really good I got in there? A $5 Menchie gift certificate. What we got? Oh, because you wear glasses. Good one, Donna. There you go.
Ooh, okay, cool.
Yeah. It's $60 gift. It's a $60. I know you. It's a $60 gift certificate to Jackson Eye. Okay. Part of being in the publishing business and having a magazine is I get stuff all the time. Like I can't give away the stuff that I have. Right. Okay. Where was I? WD-40. It took him 40 times. It took him 40 freaking times. 99.8% of us would have stopped at like 3. You're like, yeah, I give up. I do this thing. All right, Burger King, I'm back. Like seriously, right? But he knew he didn't stop because he knew he was getting closer every time. And that's what happens with us. We get so close and the door is just about to open and we're like, screw it, I can't. I'm done. 40 times. And that guy is like changed. He changes the way we live, right? Don't give up. Don't be afraid to fail. I'm sure you've heard, I either win or I learn. You guys heard that? Yes. All right. Always praise others before you praise yourself. And always give what you get. People tell me all the time, oh my gosh, Michelle, you've done such a wonderful job. And I'm like, listen, I just steer the ship and I chart the course, but my team pulls it through. Donna, Stephanie, Donald, Gloria, my team pulls it through. I just stand here and look pretty. And my perfect outfit from Blush Couture. I have to say that. I wear their stuff so I can say that. So Blush Couture, Historic College Park, go see them. All right. It's my team. Praise everybody else. If you praise everybody else, I promise you, you'll get your due. You will get your due. It's coming. But give it back, give it back, give it back. Whatever you want, give it. If you want more time, give your time. If you want more money, give your money. It's money. I've lost and made so much money, it's not even funny. My husband's like, seriously? Are we going on this roller coaster again? I'm like, yes, we are. So hold on tight, right? This is the last one, and this is huge. Make life a game. Life is a game. I have fun with everything. I probably have more fun than I should. And it sometimes bites me, but it's okay. I will take that because it was fun. I'm like, yeah, I'm going down for this, but it's going to be good. Right? Sometimes it's Twister, right? Sometimes it's chess, which is I've never done well at chess. My kids beat me at chess, and my 9-year-old, is like, "Did you really mean to do that? That was dumb." All right, chess isn't my game, but hey. Sometimes it's Monopoly, and guess what? Sometimes it's Battleship. I mean, it is. Sometimes it's just Battleship, and you're in survival mode. But guess what? You can't survive if you have an axe and you're using a hammer, right? You can't survive if you're not a wolf and you're trying to act like one. So I'm going to leave you with this story. A friend of mine, his name is Anthony Flynn. Some of you may have heard him. He's penned 2 books. He's working on his 3rd. He's a huge speaker. He speaks to C-suite executives and at Fortune 500 companies, and he plays golf with people who write checks for $1 billion every day. I mean, he's huge, big time. So I was having a discussion with him about maybe 6 to 9 months ago, and I was talking to him about this idea that my business partner had. He wanted me to start this blog, and he had all these grandiose plans for things he wanted me to do. And I'm talking to Anthony about it, who is awesome. Anthony's I'm like a peon. He is a wolf, and I'm like a house cat compared to him, right? And so I was we had a prototype for the blog, and I showed him a picture I showed him the site that hadn't gone live yet, and he said, he was like, "Man, Michelle, why aren't you moving forward with this blog?" And I was like, "You know what? Donald wants me to do it. I don't know. I'm just gonna." And he's like, "Well, how come you're not speaking more? Because, And I was like, it's not really my thing, And he was asking me all these questions about all these things that I should have been doing, but I wasn't. This actually was probably a year ago now that I think about it. And so I kind of just brushed it off. I'm like, it's just, I'm good. I got the magazine. I got a couple consulting gigs. It's good. And he closed the computer very forcefully. And he said, "Shame on you." He looked me in the eye, just like I would come. What's your name? Shahani. Shahani? Mm-hmm. Donna, can you give Shahani something? Just pick. You like Minchie's frozen yogurt?
Sure.
Give her. Do we have a $7 gift certificate? No, I need $7. But he said, "Michelle, shame on you for not telling everybody about your talent. Shame on you for not sharing your talent with everybody." He said, "Do you know how many people would love to be able to do all the things you do? I don't think about all the things I do. I just do them. I mean, I read my bio, and I'm like, dang, I'm tired of reading about myself. Golly. I mean, that's a lot. Who is this person?" He said, "Shame on you. Do you know how many people would love to be able to do that?" And he said, "Who's not fulfilling their purpose because you're not fulfilling yours?" Yeah, that was like a drop the mic moment, right? Yeah, totally. And I was like, gosh. So I would say the same thing to most of the room. And I don't know you, but I know people very well. It doesn't take me long. I could probably go around the table and tell you a little bit about each of you. And you'd be like, dang, she's good. And I'd be like, yeah, I am, actually. It's God-given, though. It's nothing I do. It's totally God-given. But somebody's purpose isn't fulfilled because you're not fulfilling yours. And yeah, that's heavy. That's heavy for a Wednesday afternoon after fried chicken, but guess what? It's true. Thank you so much, Kathy, for the honor. Thank you for a few minutes of your time. Here's the thing. You guys, I'm here. If you are going to do something different, I want to know about it. Come see me. I'm going to give you my card. And I want you to email me what you're going to do differently, and then I'm going to hold you accountable to it. If you want to go live life the same way, then see you later. This was not for you. But if you do, find me, and I'll walk with you, not in front of you or not behind you. Thank you.